like a bullet train. Like a bullet train.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Here Goes Spew from the Platinum Hunterz, bringing you guys another behind the games news. I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but then again, like I said before, I'm only going to do it when something in the gaming community actually catches my attention, or there's a game in development that I want to talk about. And this is not so much about a game in development, it's just in consoles in general. And I tend to mostly keep Microsoft, Nintendo stuff out of my channel and stuff, because I mostly always play PlayStation. Anyways, if you guys noticed by now, Microsoft will allow Xbox gamers to play against PS4 and PC players and stuff. So I have a current article, and I'll leave the link down in the description for you guys can read it yourself and see what you think about it. But anyways, I'm just going to give my thoughts on the article once I read it out. So let's just get started. So starting off, Microsoft is announcing a big new feature for Xbox owners today, cross-network play. It's something the software giant has hinted at for years, and it now seems the reality of PS4, Xbox One, PC players playing the same game together might finally happen. Developers building games for Xbox One and Windows 10 will be able to support the feature, but it will require Sony and other participants in order for games to be played across Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So that first part of the article does sound pretty promising, you know. Being able to play against your friend on a different console, you know, say you're on PlayStation, they're on Xbox, and you can't afford an Xbox or they can't afford a PlayStation, it'll come play with you, let alone buy another game for it, you know. So all you have to do is just buy the game, see if it has multiplayer, and then you can play together. Probably some co-op, probably some Call of Duty, you know, competitive and all this and that. It's pretty cool. I think it's amazing, you know, and it saves people quite a bit of money if they do something like this. Me, myself, the only reason I do play on PlayStation is that, like I said before, I grew up on it and stuff. I started my account here. All my trophies are here. It's hard for me to just transition onto another console. But the downside to the first part of the article is the fact that it's reality. All three companies, and I'll even mention Nintendo, have to come together to agree to do something like this. You know, it's not just going to happen out of thin air, or I don't want it to happen in a way that it makes another company seem bad just because they don't want to go with the idea. You know, probably they all have their own ways that they're doing stuff and this and that. So if it does happen, it'll be pretty cool. Anyways, moving on with the article. Rocket League will be one of the first titles to support the new cross-network play. And Microsoft notes there is an open invitation for other networks to participate as well, strongly hinting that Sony or other console manufacturers could enable gamers to play their friends regardless of what device they're using. So they already do have a game that's able to be played on cross-network play. That's what they're calling it, cross-network play, which is Rocket League, and I think that's an excellent choice. You know, it's a really fun game. I played it, I completed it, and I had a good time playing it with friends online and stuff. You get a good team of 3 and you're good to go. Anyways, Xbox is having an open invitation allowing other networks to join in for this cross-network play. So I'm guessing they're going to use Rocket League as a guinea pig, I would say, you know, to see how it works out. So let's move on with the rest of the article. If developers and console makers get behind Microsoft's support of cross-network play, then it will change the shape of games in the future. Currently, console gamers are restricted to playing titles on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, and many pick an Xbox One or PS4 based on what their friends purchase. Opening up online multiplayer gaming across different platforms will remove a big restriction in console gaming, but it will also create a conversation around which titles should allow PC gamers to play against consoles. A mouse and keyboard can still have many advantages over a gamepad for first-person shooters, so it's a new challenge that game developers will have to balance for cross-network play. So after reading that, it does open up a lot of controversy. You know, if you allow PC gamers to play first-person shooters with controllers, you know, they would have the advantage. Like it says, you know, a mouse and a keyboard is more efficient at playing first-person shooters than a controller pad is. You know, you have more reach, you have more this, you have more settings on a PC, different things, and let alone you let PC players in, then you have hacks, you have mods, you have all this other stuff, you know. So it can cause a big shitstorm in my eyes, you know. I would want it to happen, but if it does happen in my, you know, in my mind or whatever, in my world, I would want it to be just PS4 and Xbox One. And not that I'm against PC and stuff, I do have PC games and this and that, but I would just leave them on their own island, because then that just opens up a big shitstorm. people cheating on games, people hacking stuff, you know, and this and that. And I played Counter-Strike quite a bit, and I seen all that stuff. It's pretty intense, you know. It breaks games, and it's terrible. But as what I think, if this actually does happen, is a good idea, it's probably a good idea, you know. It probably is, you know. It expands, like I said, expands the community and stuff. Probably people will stop fighting less. But then again, you think about resolutions, you think about all this other stuff, you know. Oh, which game is better? This stuff will probably never end. Anyways, guys, I thought I'd just give you my thoughts on this article, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Laters, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe also. And if you want to read the full article, like I said before, it's down below. Laters, guys.